All right, today's January 8th. You guys are probably seeing this on the 9th. And I want to talk to you real quick about the food pyramid, the new food pyramid. So, under the Health and Human Services section of the government, they have changed the food pyramid from what it was to a new guideline where you prioritize protein at the top of the pyramid instead of being that you would have fruits and grains. So, they flipped it upside down with grains being at the bottom now. And I think that's a good thing. We know under all of the current research that prioritizing protein is very good for you. Now, I'm not going to get into whether or not it's plant or animal because also we know from current research that plant proteins can be just as effective as animal proteins. I know you guys are like, oh, what about bioavailability, this and that? Yeah, okay, listen, I get it. Some people are going to say that plant protein is still not the best choice. The reason I would say it's not the best choice isn't because it's plant protein, because as long as it has the essential amino acids in the protein, you're good to go. And you can get that through plant sources. Sometimes you may need to have combined two different plant sources to get that complete protein. Complementary proteins, they like to call it, but we used to call it complete proteins. Let's not get into the semantics of it. Let's just know that protein is the priority now. And with the plant protein, the problem I have with it is just that you generally have to eat much more plant material to get the same protein that you can get in a smaller calorically, less calorically dense piece of animal protein, piece of meat, if you will. Okay, I know that offends people sometimes, but hey, it is what it is. All right, people, that's just the way it is. So if you like to eat your meats, then hey, that's good. If you like to eat your plants, that's fine as well. Don't freak out about where you're getting your protein as long as you're getting protein sources that have a complete amino acid profile in them. And I'm talking about the essential amino acids. Now, the good thing about this pyramid being changed is that this will affect places like schools, government run facilities, and the military as far as how they look at food choices. As far as your own home, you can make that choice anyway. You didn't need the government to tell you how to eat properly, and that's why you have nutrition coaches out there for the last, I don't know how many years. We've been telling you, eat lean proteins, eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat your seeds, your nuts, if you like those and if you tolerate them. I mean, if you have diverticulitis, you're not going to eat those. And eat your whole grains unless you're a celiac, have celiac issues, right? Celiac disease. Then you would not do that. Gluten sensitivities. Don't eat the whole grains, unless they're gluten free. So you had that choice already. You could make the good choices. You didn't need the government to make this pyramid to show you how or tell you what to do. But all in all, I think this is a good thing. And I'd be curious to hear what you guys think about it too. Did you already follow government guidelines before? Did you trust them? When I was first certified as a nutrition coach, well, not as a nutrition coach, when I was first certified as a trainer back in 1994, I went to a place called the Cooper's Institute for Aerobic Research in Dallas, Texas. And Dr. Kenneth Cooper was known as the father of aerobics. Had this great campus. I think the foundation itself is still in effect, but I don't know what exactly they do there anymore because I haven't kept up with them. But they had this complete program. They taught us how to be fitness instructors, but everything was geared towards aerobics. And back then in 1994, the target of where you would be eating was more along the carbohydrate side. So it was a very high carbohydrate, whole grain, complex carb diet with protein being in there, but not the focus. So it was really focused highly on the complex, whole carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate type of diet. And now we've seen the whole reverse of it because with protein, what we know is a lot about how the body can take pretty much anything and turn it into a carbohydrate anyway. So you can eat a high protein diet. If your body needs some extra glucose, it's going to convert it anyway into glucose. Pretty cool, right? The human body is so cool. It's complex. It does some stuff that is just mind blowing when you really get into the whole physiology of it. So I think all in all, it's a good thing, but I think everybody already had personal choice, and if you were making good choices, good for you. It's just so convenient though to go for the bad choices, right? So let me leave you with this: still keep doing this, right? Still keep getting the lean proteins. Keep your saturated fat. They talk about saturated fat. A lot of people don't understand though. They're still saying keep saturated fat about 10% or less of your total caloric intake. So if you have a 2,200 calorie diet, maybe keep that caloric intake about 200 calories, 220 calories from saturated fat. Keep it that or less. All right. They're not saying just go out, go hog wild. Yeah, I said that. Okay, but don't. All right, keep your proteins lean, and keep the fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds going. Whole grains if you want them, if you like them, if you need them, depending on what you're also going for. Are you doing certain things that maybe performance based? It might help you out. Throw them in. If it goes against like your physique, don't throw them in. How do you feel too? Ask yourself, how do I feel when I eat this versus that, and then make those changes. It's okay, right? You have to listen to your body, learn your body, really get to learn your body. Everybody's a little bit different. We all have that one old relative, right? They ate high saturated fat diet, smoked, drank, lived to be almost 100 or 100. And it's like, wow. So genetics does play a part as well. I want to know your guys' thoughts though. What do you think about this food pyramid? And, let me know. Comment below and like and subscribe while you're here too if you like this. And we'll do some more.